Sup shit, I'm playing Minecraft, but this time, this time I can annoy the fuck out of some 6-year-olds who play this game for fun. At least that's what this guy over there said. Yeah. This absolute neat thinks he can take on me, the almighty Minecraft PvP god. Watch that absolutely destroy him in a battle of wits. After these absolutely shocking events, I decided to take my revenge by taking his treasure and taking his knees. It's a great combination to try, except I failed at that one just slightly. My friends, the absolute mumbo jumbo fucking bullshit this man pulls off just deserves to be analysed frame by frame. Someone do that for me, because I fucking failed that jump. I don't know how he's done that. He then runs to my base, and just as a result of injury, the second I spawn and takes my treasure right from in front of me, and then I knock him off and save the prick again. What have I done there? And he runs off, scurries off, and I see that jump, I'm like, nah, not dying to that. So I run back to my base, and I get my stuff. I'm ready to kill this man. He is not getting away with anything he's done. I'm on the rage! Fuck. Right, recovering from that one, I built... Oh, jeez. Oh, Christ, I lost it. This guy comes and rushes me, and I knock him off into the void. That was pretty dumb of him. I take his treasure, and I knock him off while I try to. And then commences the epic war of the fists. Yep, we fist each other for 3 minutes straight. Love that one. It wasn't 3 minutes, it was about 3 seconds. I win. He tried. He died. That's quite funny. So my friends, I'm just sitting there vibing, and then Shaniqua decides to show up. She just absolutely just destroys me in every form and every language. After the shocking defeat, I decide to throw myself straight headfirst into another game. And you know, it goes pretty well. I give Blue the 1-2 fuck you, and it's ending pretty well. And I've got my immense tactics, we'll call them. And I've got like just great plan to see this one. TNT gonna make it. The Jokers didn't make it. You're supposed to laugh at this point. After that absolutely large brain play, I decided to spree bridge again, but that doesn't end well, as you can see here. In a fit of pure blind rage, I attempt to join Al-Qaeda, but after they reject me for being too much of a bitch, I take my anger out on Green. This next encounter was just magnificent. Back and forth like a Scooby-Doo episode, I decide to finally attack them by moving backwards. It's just my Michael Jackson instincts. Moonwalk away, knock them off the edge, just like you saw in that demonstration. Now you try it, kids. Sprinting away from that terrible attempt at a joke faster than I sprinted away from Jimmy Savile's basement in 2010. I end up in a very long-winded game of Ring Around the Rosie with Bobby M 2008. Banging name that one, wish I had it myself, unfortunately I don't. To cut a long story short, they fucking died. But to say I cared even a little is way over an overstatement. Get into an absolute scrap with Yellow, decide to destroy him in hand-to-hand combat, definitely using swords here. But after this, he gets dropped harder than I was as a child. I end up skiddy-bopping his treasure, but then he walks off the edge of the fucking map like an absolute twat he is, so I follow him off the edge in an attempt to finally kill myself and relieve my suffering, but it doesn't work. Sliding in smooth to this next game, I put in more prep work than I have for anything in my life, just for it all to go down the drain. Just one bad move made right here. I'm dead. What did I do? Why did I do that? I don't know. I'm stupid. Then I have the fat brain idea to break through, not thinking, wait a fucking minute, my treasure is going to get taken. Oh, it's gone. What did I do? Kill her. Absolutely fucking destroyed. Little dog water, honestly. Just so bad at the game. I absolutely just dominated. Sounds familiar. I decided to snake my way over to a base with a fucking boombox or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Taunt on her with an emote, yeah, a Minecraft emote, bro. Like, from my Fortnite days, I picked this one up, bro. Anyway, I just taunt on them. Absolutely just destroyed. Going for the kill of a lifetime. Look at her. She's scared. She's quaking. She's dead. Sounds like a fucking horror scene. Busting straight through the roof. Taking her treasure. But the absolute slag, this little witch with her little witchy powers decides to pull off some mumbo jumbo bullshit and knock me off right at the end. She even died herself from fall damage. I don't even know how that one happened. But even I had to die. I had to die. Cutting myself off before I drop a cheeky racial slur, I head straight into the next game. After using a plethora of skills and tactics to defeat this man in combat, I unfortunately get bested in our final 1v1. At least that's what he'd like you to believe. Written out of all of the history books to protect this man's identity, I reveal to you today the truth of what happened on this fateful day. After scrambling for resources and thinking of a plan on the spot, I decide to try my hidden technique. I blocked myself in sight where my treasure once lied, making sure he saw me as I entered it. This sets up the final stage of my plan, and I was now ready. I activate my technique. Get played, no jutsu! As I watched his startled body fly off the arena, I knew I had won, and I simply left. On my vast travels around the map, I find my best friend Hackerman. Or Anonymous. I made shit at the game. Look at the fucking way he died. He fell off the map like a little twat. I have been told that I must formally apologise for calling him a twat and bad at the game, for it hurt his feelings and made him cry. I was not aware he was a 6-year-old. After apologising to the prick, I get a message on my phone, so I stop in my tracks, and when I tell you my soul left my body when this man touched me, oh, well, you don't understand. I think I shit myself in 8 different languages at once. After I absolutely decimated this man in hand-to-hand combat, not even coming close to death in any sort of way, I went to go kill him and take his treasure and finally defeat the bastard for all. But it turns out I already did that, because he just dies. Like, I don't even know how he did that, he just did. So then I decided to go to mid. When I'm saying I'm blind, I'm not joking, because this man was coming before I even noticed. I only caught this after, like, I watched it back. Bro, he was coming to touch me in ways I can't describe on YouTube. But that makes this next part even more confusing. Like, why didn't he come for me? He just left me alone. After leaving the building, I figured out why he was leaving me alone. It's because he was gonna come touch my ass with different levels of just strength. And I rush him, and I use my simple just intellect to just not break 2 blocks instead of 1. I still pull it off, and this is where it gets annoying. After making me so scared that I try and run away, this man decides he's going to scram my ass for an evening meal, and I have to just try and escape him, but it isn't working, and it causes my death. After months of therapy, I finally head back into another game. But all that time went out the window as soon as I realised what team I was on and who I was fighting, and I got PTSD from an earlier encounter on the same teams. However, after a brief struggle on the bridge, I finally took his treasure and took his legs. After feeling a bit cocky after defeating Pink, I decided to rush Yellow and I took his treasure, but then he kind of, took my legs, unfortunately. I spawned in time to try and stop the man, but it didn't quite work. After running away for so long that I got the balls to fight back, that's how long it took actually, yeah, it didn't work. Waking up from that nightmare, I headed into my next game where I went straight to Mill for Diamonds and I encountered this little dickhead who had a little scuffle in the middle, and I decided I'm going to go take his treasure. He had the same idea. This then caused me to use my mighty intellect to buy a sword to then enter the battle that I like to call the battle of the 2 fucks that don't want to die. Now when I say this guy's a little shit, I mean it. The amount of times I tried to get to this man, he just knocks me back down so many times. It was the most stressful, like, 10 minutes of my life just trying to kill this kid. Like, I can almost guarantee the amount of time it took for me to kill this kid, the other fuckers in the game had a life. They got married, had a family, and had kids. So when I tell you I was fucking relieved when this kid died, it's a fucking understatement. The dirty little skank is just a fucking die, stay in the ground, stay dead, bro. I was celebrating, I stayed still. Oh, fucking glad he's dead to this day. So moving on swiftly, I'm gonna move on to Grey, and then I try and find Grey themselves. I successfully do it. This guy's shit at the game, honestly. Should fucking quit or something. Like, bad. Does I was a 6-year-old, I'm gonna take out Magenta, and it's going well for a start, and then it just devolves and I start getting shat on, and would you look at that, I'm flying! I select my Chad aura on green, but then he starts building in hieroglyphics, and since it's a different language other than English and I've got a new job at Brexit HQ, I must leave the area. Executive orders have just come in, I must take out the foreigners, but I'm not the best at combat, so I get my ass beaten. Respawning with a vengeance, I decide to go and take out the man, but he uses his strange foreign techniques to get around me. I promise you, if it was anything I'd known, it would not have happened, and it scared me, but I have some training, as I've been training in a facility for long in my life. He may take my treasure, but I had one thing on him, I could take his life. This man somehow came back to life. It must have been some juju magic technique I don't know about, but I decided to launch over him and take him out. Overshot it quite a bit, as you can see, but I took his treasure anyway, as that was the next best thing to do, but once again he took my life. After the government failed to clone me another time, I was taken to an AI training facility, where I was to become the ultimate warrior. I took out person after person, solidifying the fact that I do deserve to be recloned and brought back to life another time. This led to me going on a rampage where I killed innocent person after innocent person. It was all to prove my loyalty to Her Majesty the Queen and show that I should be reincarnated back alive as a clone to fight for Queen and country. And to increase my reputation just that bit more, I took out the last and final Fortnite kid to ever exist. With another of many victories under my belt, I'd like to thank no one, because I did this on my own. This is solos, you dumb cunts. Does no one understand how that works? You don't thank anyone, you dumb fucking cunt.